Which agency enforces food safety in a restaurant or food service operation? A. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. B. Food and Drug Administration. C. State or local regulatory authority. D. U.S. Department of Agriculture. Answer: C. State or local regulatory authority. 3 components of active managerial control include: A. Identifying risks, creating specifications, and training. B. Identifying risks, corrective action, and training. C. Identifying risks, creating purchase orders, and training. D. Identifying risks, record keeping, and training. Answer: B. Identifying risks, corrective action, and training. A broken water main has caused the water in an operation to appear brown. What should the manager do? A. Contact the local regulatory authority before use. B. Use the water for everything except dishwashing. C. Boil the water for 1 minute before use. D. Use the water for everything except hand washing. Answer: A. Contact the local regulatory authority before use. To prevent the deliberate contamination of food, a manager should know who is in the facility, monitor the security of products, keep information related to food security on file, and know: A. When to register with the EPA. B. How to fill out an incident report. C. Where to find safety data sheets in the operation. D. Whom to contact about suspicious activity. Answer: D. Whom to contact about suspicious activity. A food handler who has just bussed tables must do what before handling food? A. Change apron. B. Wash hands. C. Put disposable gloves back on. D. Wipe hands on a cloth towel. Answer: B. Wash hands. As part of hand washing, food handlers must scrub their hands and arms for at least: A. 3 seconds. B. 5 seconds. C. 10 seconds. D. 20 seconds. Answer: C. 10 seconds. To work with food, a food handler with an infected hand wound must: A. Cover the wound with an impermeable cover and wear a single-use glove. B. Cover the wound with an impermeable cover and limit contact with food. C. Wash hands and bandage the wound with an impermeable cover. D. Apply ointment and bandage the wound with an impermeable cover. Answer: A. Cover the wound with an impermeable cover and wear a single-use glove. How should food handlers keep their fingernails? A. Short and unpolished. B. Long and unpolished. C. Long and painted with nail polish. D. Short and painted with nail polish. Answer: A. Short and unpolished. What should a manager of a quick service operation do if a food handler reports having a sore throat and a fever? A. Exclude the food handler from the operation. B. Report the illness to the local regulatory authority. C. Speak with the food handler's medical practitioner. D. Restrict the food handler from working with food. Answer: D. Restrict the food handler from working with food. What action should a manager take when a food handler reports having diarrhea and being diagnosed with a foodborne illness caused by Shigella species? A. Keep the food handler away from duties that involve food. B. Exclude the food handler from the operation. C. Make sure the food handler is supplied with disposable gloves. D. Make sure the food handler washes hands often. Answer: B. Exclude the food handler from the operation. Where should staff members eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum? A. Where customers cannot see them. B. Outside the kitchen door. C. Dishwashing areas. D. Designated areas. Answer D. Designated areas. How long must shelf stock tags be kept on file? A. 30 days after the day the shellfish were received. B. 90 days after the day the shellfish were received. C. 30 days after the last shellfish was sold or served from the container. D. 90 days after the last shellfish was sold or served from the container. Answer D. 90 days after the last shellfish was sold or served from the container. When receiving a delivery of food for an operation, it is important to A. Inspect only the TCS food. B. Inspect all food immediately before storing it. C. Stack the delivery neatly and inspect it within 12 hours. D. Store it immediately and inspect it later. Answer B. Inspect all food immediately before storing it. Which item is stored correctly in the cooler? A. Macaroni salad stored above raw salmon. B. Raw ground pork stored below raw poultry. C. Raw poultry stored above raw pork roast. D. Sliced pineapple stored below raw steaks. Answer A. Macaroni salad stored above raw salmon. Ready-to-eat TCS food must be date-marked if it will be stored for longer than A. 12 hours. B. 24 hours. C. 36 hours. D. 48 hours. Answer B. 24 hours. A recall has been issued for a specific brand of orange juice. The store manager has matched the information from the recall notice to the item, removed the item from inventory, and stored it in a secure location. What should the manager do next? A. Refer to the vendor notification for next steps. B. Contact the supplier and arrange for the product to be picked up. C. Label the item to prevent it from accidentally being placed back in inventory. D. Inform the local media, customers, and employees of the reason for the recall. Answer C. Label the item to prevent it from accidentally being placed back in inventory. What is the maximum amount of time that ready-to-eat TCS food can be stored in a cooler at 41 degrees Fahrenheit 5 degrees Celsius before it must be sold, served, or thrown out? A. 2 days. B. 5 days. C. 7 days. D. 9 days. Answer C. 7 days. Pathogens are likely to grow well in a meat stew that is A. Below freezing temperature. B. At refrigeration temperatures. C. Between 41 degrees Fahrenheit and 135 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius and 57 degrees Celsius. D. Cooked to the correct internal temperature. Answer C. Between 41 degrees Fahrenheit and 135 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius and 57 degrees Celsius. Which is a TCS food? A. Bananas. B. Coffee. C. Crackers. D. Sprouts. Answer D. Sprouts. Cut melons should be stored at what internal temperature? A. 41 degrees Fahrenheit 5 degrees Celsius or lower. B. 45 degrees Fahrenheit 7 degrees Celsius or lower. C. 51 degrees Fahrenheit 11 degrees Celsius or lower. D. 55 degrees Fahrenheit 13 degrees Celsius or lower. Answer A. 41 degrees Fahrenheit 5 degrees Celsius or lower. Why are preschool-age children at a higher risk for getting a foodborne illness? A. They do not have strong appetites. B. They do not receive enough nutrition. C. They are more likely to suffer allergic reactions. D. They have not yet built up their immune systems. Answer D. They have not yet built up their immune systems. What is one factor that affects the growth of bacteria in food? A. Leanness. B. Density. C. Ripeness. D. Acidity. Answer D. Acidity. Using one set of cutting boards for raw poultry and another set of cutting boards for ready-to-eat food reduces the risk of A. Cross-contamination. B. Time-temperature abuse. C. Physical contamination. D. Toxic metal poisoning. Answer A. Cross-contamination. Peanuts and soy products are two possible food items that can be dangerous for people with A. Fat Tom. B. Food allergies. C. Chemical sensitivity. D. Poor personal hygiene. Answer B. Food allergies. Wheezing and hives are symptoms of A. Food allergies. B. Norovirus. C. Botulism. D. Hepatitis A. Answer A. Food allergies. A catering employee removed a tray of lasagna from hot holding for service in a hotel conference room at 11 a.m. By what time must the lasagna be thrown out? A. 12 p.m. B. 2 p.m. C. 3 p.m. D. 4 p.m. Answer C. 3 p.m. How often must you check the temperature of hot food that is being held with temperature control? A. At least every 2 hours. B. At least every 4 hours. C. At least every 6 hours. D. At least every 8 hours. Answer A. At least every 2 hours. Which action could contaminate food at a self-service area? A. Keeping hot TCS food at 135 degrees Fahrenheit 57 degrees Celsius. B. Allowing customers to reuse plates. C. Labeling all containers and handles. D. Taking food temperatures every hour. Answer B. Allowing customers to reuse plates. Which food item may be handled with bare hands? A. Cooked pasta for salad. B. Chopped potatoes for soup. C. Canned tuna for sandwiches. D. Pickled watermelon for garnish. Answer B. Chopped potatoes for soup. When preparing to wash dishes in a 3-compartment sink, what is the first task? A. Remove leftover food from the dishes. B. Fill the first sink with detergent and water. C. Clean and sanitize the sinks and drain boards. D. Make sure there is a working clock with a second hand. Answer C. Clean and sanitize the sinks and drain boards. When pouring sanitizer from its original container into a spray bottle, the spray bottle must be labeled with the A. Common name of the chemical. B. Expiration date of the chemical. C. Date the chemical was transferred. D. Name of the person who transferred the chemical. Answer A. Common name of the chemical. Which does not require sanitizing? A. Plates. B. Knives. C. Walls. D. Tongs. Answer C. Walls. What is the definition of sanitizing? A. Washing a surface to a clean level. B. Using a cloth on a surface until it is clean. C. Removing the amount of dirt on a surface to safe levels. D. Reducing the pathogens on a surface to safe levels. Answer D. Reducing the pathogens on a surface to safe levels. To make sure that the chemical sanitizer being used on a food prep surface is at the correct strength. A. Rinse it from the surface and then apply it a second time. B. Test the surface first to confirm that there are no pathogens. C. Heat it to the temperature recommended by the manufacturer. D. Use a test kit to check the sanitizer's concentration when mixing it. Answer D. Use a test kit to check the sanitizer's concentration when mixing it. Outdoor garbage containers must be A. Washed frequently. B. Kept covered with tight-fitting lids. C. Kept away from customer parking areas. D. Lined with plastic or wet-strength paper. Answer B. Kept covered with tight-fitting lids. What is a cross-connection? A. Threaded faucet. B. Device that prevents a vacuum. C. Brass valve that mixes hot and cold water. D. Physical link between sources of safe and dirty water. Answer D. Physical link between sources of safe and dirty water. What step must managers take after creating a master cleaning schedule and training staff to use it? A. Monitor the cleaning program. B. Determine what should be cleaned. C. Determine who should do each task. D. Time staff on how long they take to clean. Answer A. Monitor the cleaning program. A hand-washing station should have a garbage container, hot and cold water, signage, a way to dry hands, and A. Soap. B. A timer. C. A clock. D. Gloves. Answer A. Soap. What is the best way to eliminate pests that have entered the operation? A. Raise the heat in the operation after hours. B. Lower the heat in the operation after hours. C. Work with a licensed pest control operator, PCO. D. Apply over-the-counter pesticides around the operation. Answer C. Work with a licensed pest control operator, PCO. How high should floor-mounted equipment be from the floor? A. At least 1 inch, 3 centimeters. B. At least 2 inches, 5 centimeters. C. At least 4 inches, 10 centimeters. D. At least 6 inches, 15 centimeters. Answer D. At least 6 inches, 15 centimeters.